Hey guys, welcome back to Lavender Polish. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this little faded triangular gradient. That's what I'm going to go with. I think it looks really cool. I think you guys will really enjoy seeing how I did this, and I had a lot of fun with this design. And I loved how these colors went together, especially with the glitters on top. So let's hop right into it. I'm going to start out with a base color of OPI's Suzi Shops and Island Hops. It's this adorable little baby pink color. It's kind of squishy, it's very soft, it's got a bit of a pastel vibe to it. It kind of reminds me of those like aesthetic clouds that people paint. Unfortunately, it did take 3 to 4 coats per nail to get it to be opaque, which typically is not something I'm going to be looking for in a cream. So I was a bit disappointed in that, especially because I love the color so much. Its sheerness actually ended up being the reason why I put it down as the base color instead of the gradient color. Even though my other color is a white, and usually things go perfectly over white, in my experience I found that even a sheer color over white still looks kind of splotchy in the gradient unless the base color is the same as gradient color. And my white is pretty opaque, so I just kind of rolled with it. Moving on, we're going to be taking Simply Peel by Bliss. It's my preferred liquid latex. I'm just going to be applying that all around my nail to help with cleanup later on because, like I said earlier, we are going to be doing a gradient next. Once that's dried, I'm taking a makeup sponge and LA Girls Striking along with the same OPI pink that I used earlier and making a simple horizontal gradient. We know how to do this already, you've been to my channel before. The only slight difference about this one is that it's got more of a French tip vibe to it. All that means is that the bed of my nail is going to be mostly pink and the tip of my nail is going to be mostly white. Pretty much the gradient is just sort of moved downwards slightly on my nail, as you can see right here. Once I was satisfied with how it was looking, I decided to peel off the Simply Peel and reveal the beautiful gradient we have underneath. There was a little bit of cleanup I needed to do, so I took a cleanup brush from Twinkled, dipped in some acetone, and I took care of that super easily. I added Essie's Quick Dry Top Coat because I'm going to be adding some nail vinyls. And because I was also using a peel-off base coat, it is very, very important that my nails are completely dry and set, otherwise I'll peel the whole thing up and have to start all over again. I'm using the Triangle Cyclone vinyl from Twinkled. They're an amazing shop for all things vinyl and nail art, and because it was a bit too small for my nails, I took some striping tape also from Twinkled and sort of mismatched the rest of the triangle together. Once it's pressed down firmly to my nail, I applied some more Simply Peel because we are going to be sponging more nail polish onto my nail. This time it's not a gradient, I'm just going to be applying the same white as before onto the makeup sponge and dabbing it down on top of the vinyl. The reason I'm doing this is because 1, it's much easier to control how much is going down, and 2, it makes it much harder for the nail polish to seep underneath the vinyl, as opposed to if I simply painted it on. Now the fun part, we get to peel the whole thing off and see what we're looking at. Let's do that. Even though I just bragged about how this method meant that you didn't end up with things seeping underneath, there was some stuff that seeped underneath. So I took a striping brush, also from Twinkled, dipped it in a bit of the pink, and just went over a couple of the pink lines again, fixing up any mistakes, and just like before, cleaned up around the edges. I like to do this at every step along the way so that I have a bunch of small jobs rather than one huge job at the very end. And I added my top coat one more time just to see what I was looking at. So I looked, and honestly, I didn't love it. It looked a little bit plain. I felt like I could do more, you know? It's just a triangle with a gradient on it. And I really did not want to add a matte top coat because I always add a matte top coat, so I'm not going to add a matte top coat. Instead, I took this disco ball by Hansen and applied it to a makeup sponge. It's a really cute glitter polish, and I gently dabbed that across the gradient, hoping that it wouldn't ruin everything. And I added another quick dry top coat just to see what I was looking at, and I kind of felt like I made it worse, I'm not gonna lie. I also did not like how this turned out. I felt like it kind of clouded the design, you couldn't see what was going on underneath as much, so I did what I always do and I added a matte top coat because I'm a creature of habit, okay? I threw on that matte top coat, and this is the part where I really ended up loving how the design looked. As always, a matte top coat fixes everything. It made the sparkles come in and out only when they were in the light, so you could still see the entire design, but they added a fun little glimmer there if you really wanted to get up close and personal with it. I don't know, I like how it looks so much better. Let me know what you guys thought of this, by the way. Did you like it? Would you do it yourself? Have you done something like this yourself? I would love to know. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!